When a dog prevents his owner from being taken off life support, the reason behind his actions is something that will make you cry. Today, we are sharing the incredible story of Chester, a loyal dog who defied all expectations to save his owner, Jason. This heartwarming story reveals the extraordinary bond between a dog and his owner. Chester, a devoted Labrador, showed a level of loyalty and love that went beyond what anyone could have imagined. Through his actions, Chester not only saved his owner but also demonstrated the incredible connection that can exist between a human and their pet. This story powerfully reminds us that dogs are truly man's best friends. It is a testament to how deep and meaningful our relationships with our furry companions can be. Today, we'll explore Jason and Chester's amazing journey and how this special bond made all the difference in their lives. And if you love animals, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a new animal story from us. Jason's journey as a combat veteran was marked by several tours in Iraq, where he served with honor and dedication. However, returning home wasn't easy. Jason struggled with PTSD and physical injuries that made adjusting to civilian life a real challenge. During this tough period, Jason found a lifeline in Chester, a Labrador retriever who would soon become more than just a pet. Chester came into Jason's life at a crucial moment, providing the emotional support and companionship Jason needed to navigate to Niance. Their bond grew stronger each day, as Chester became a vital part of Jason's recovery journey. When Jason adopted Chester, he was just a young Labrador with boundless energy and a gentle demeanor. From the moment Chester came into Jason's life, he quickly became an integral part of the family. Chester was more than just a pet. He was a source of constant emotional support for Jason. Whether it was accompanying him on walks or simply lying by his side, Chester helped Jason manage the aftereffects of war. His presence brought comfort and a sense of normalcy to Jason's life. The bond between Jason and Chester grew deeper over time. Chester's loyalty and affection provided Jason with a sense of purpose and stability. This unwavering support played a crucial role in Jason's healing process, proving how transformative the love of a dog can be. Chester was a gentle, loving dog whose presence brought much-needed comfort and stability to Jason's life. His calm demeanor and affectionate nature made him a soothing companion during Jason's toughest moments. Initially, Jason's family had some hesitation about bringing Chester home. They worried about how the dog might impact Jason's recovery, given his fragile state. However, Chester's gentle nature quickly won them over. His ability to sense Jason's emotions and provide unwavering support made a significant difference. As time passed, Chester became a beloved member of the family. When the family was happy, Chester was often at the center of their joy, his playful antics and loving presence adding to their moments of celebration. And when they were feeling down, Chester was always there to help cheer them up, offering comfort and companionship. Jason, his wife, and children grew to love Chester just as much as Jason did, finding in him a constant source of support and happiness. As the years went by, Chester grew into a steady and reliable companion for Jason. Their bond had only deepened, and Chester had become a key part of Jason's daily life. One day, Jason decided it was time to tackle a project he had been putting off, cleaning out his garage. With the help of power tools and heavy lifting, he began sorting through a pile of old military gear that had collected dust over the years. During this task, Chester's behavior suddenly changed. The dog, who was usually calm and collected, started to act out of character. Chester began barking anxiously, pacing around Jason and pulling at his clothes. His usual composure was replaced with noticeable distress. Chester's agitation became more pronounced as Jason continued to handle the old gear. The dog's frantic barking and whining intensified, and he persistently tried to nudge Jason away from specific items, especially a box of old, dusty ammunition. Chester's unusual behavior was so out of the ordinary that Jason couldn't ignore it. Despite trying to calm Chester down, it was clear that something was deeply troubling the dog, though Jason couldn't depolate. Chester's behavior soon escalated from anxious barking to frantic whining. He became increasingly agitated, darting around the garage and nudging Jason repeatedly. The dog fixated particularly on a box of old, dusty ammunition, pulling at Jason's clothes and blocking his path. Jason was baffled by Chester's extreme reaction. He tried to calm the dog, assuming that Chester's behavior was just a minor issue or an overreaction. Despite his efforts to soothe Chester, the dog's distress only seemed to increase. Jason's frustration grew as he struggled to understand why Chester was so upset, and he couldn't make sense of the dog's sudden and overwhelming agitation. While Jason was handling a heavy box, he suddenly felt a sharp, intense pain in his chest. The pressure was overwhelming, and his heartbeat became rapid and irregular. At first, Jason thought it might just be stress or a pulled muscle from lifting the heavy box, but the pain continued to intensify. Soon, Jason began to feel lightheaded and dizzy. He attempted to sit down to catch his breath, but the pain was too severe. He collapsed to the floor, unconscious. Chester, still in a state of panic, barked frantically and nudged Jason's unmoving body, trying desperately to wake him. Jason's wife, who had heard the commotion from inside the house, rushed to the garage. When she saw Jason lying on the floor, she immediately called 911, her voice shaking with fear and urgency. Paramedics arrived quickly and began assessing Jason's condition. They quickly recognized the symptoms of a possible heart attack. They administered CPR and other emergency treatments right there in the garage before rushing him to the hospital. At the hospital, doctors diagnosed Jason with a myocardial infarction, commonly known as a heart attack. This condition was caused by an undiagnosed heart problem, which had been worsened by the physical exertion of moving the heavy ammunition box. Thanks to Chester's timely intervention and the quick response from Jason's family, Jason received the urgent care he needed to survive. Jason was rushed to the hospital, where doctors immediately began to work on stabilizing his condition. They quickly diagnosed him with a severe heart attack and began administering emergency treatments. Medications were given to manage his heart condition, and various interventions were performed to relieve the stress on his heart. Despite the medical team's best efforts, Jason's condition remained critical. The heart attack had caused extensive damage to his heart muscle, leading to complications that made his recovery uncertain. The severity of the damage meant that Jason faced a long and challenging road ahead, with doctors closely monitoring his progress and adjusting treatments as needed. After the initial treatment, Jason's condition took a turn for the worse due to complications from the heart attack. The stress on his heart had led to cardiogenic shock, a serious condition where his heart struggled to pump enough blood to meet the body's needs. Doctors worked tirelessly to stabilize Jason. They administered medications aimed at supporting his heart function and performed procedures to address the damage. Despite their efforts, these interventions only provided temporary relief, and Jason's situation remained precarious. The medical team continued to closely monitor his condition, hoping to find a more effective solution to help him recover. As Jason's condition worsened, the medical team decided to induce a medically induced coma. This procedure involved administering powerful sedatives to keep Jason unconscious, allowing his heart and body to rest and heal without the stress of waking. The decision was made to prevent further complications and give Jason the best chance at recovery. By inducing the coma, the doctors aimed to reduce strain on his heart and create a more controlled environment for healing. The hope was that this approach would aid in his recovery and improve his chances of survival. While Jason remained in the induced coma, the family tried everything they could to try and get Jason to wake up. They even would bring Chester in every day, and Chester would stay by his side until he was stirred. The loyal dog would lay quietly all day next to Jason's hospital bed, offering comfort and a sense of companionship that spoke to their deep emotional bond. As days passed, the family struggled with the emotional weight of Jason's condition. The uncertainty of his recovery left them grappling with difficult choices about his treatment. They faced the heart-wrenching decision of whether to continue with aggressive medical interventions or consider the possibility of letting him go. After months of no improvement and extensive medical treatments, the doctors concluded that Jason's chances of recovery were minimal. They recommended transitioning to palliative care and discussed the option of euthanasia to end his suffering and ease the family's emotional burden. The family, devastated by this decision, chooses to bring Jason home to be in a familiar environment. For the next couple of months, Jason remains at home, receiving palliative care while the family receive Bati. Despite ongoing medical monitoring, his situation continues to deteriorate. Though Jason remains in a coma, doctors note subtle signs of awareness, reinforcing the recommendation for euthanasia as the most humane choice. As the time for euthanasia approaches, Chester's reaction becomes increasingly significant. The dog's behavior turns erratic and distressed. Chester exhibits intense anxiety, growling and barking at anyone who approaches Jason's room, heightening the emotional tension and creating a chaotic atmosphere as the medical team arrives to carry out the procedure. As the medical team prepares to proceed with the euthanasia, Chester manages to escape from his restraints or from the care of a family member. He rushes into Jason's room, causing an immediate disruption to the procedure. Chester's frantic behavior is unmistakable. He barks wildly, paws at Jason, and refuses to leave his side, creating a chaotic scene in the room. The family and medical staff are taken aback by the dog's desperate actions. Chester's intervention forces everyone to halt and reassess the situation, highlighting the deep bond between Jason and his loyal companion. The family, already on edge, is preparing to make the heart-wrenching decision to proceed with euthanasia. Jason's wife, looking at Chester and then at the doctors and nurses, sees the dog's pained eyes and decides to delay the decision for one more month. Her sudden change of heart leaves everyone in stunned silence. The room empties as everyone leaves, weighed down by the uncertainty. Just a day later, while everyone is asleep, a loud beep breaks the silence. Jason's ear monitor, which had been flat, now shows some activity. Chester, who has been sleeping next to Jason, hears the change first. He starts barking and whining loudly, his agitation filling the room. The noise wakes everyone up. They rush back to Jason's room and are shocked to see the heart monitor showing life signs. Chester, now calmer, sits beside Jason, his tail wagging. Jason's eyes slowly open, and he begins to wake up, bringing a wave of relief and hope to everyone. Jason's wife enters the room, her face flooded with tears of joy and disbelief as she sees Jason awake. The family, who had been bracing themselves for the worst, is overwhelmed with relief and happiness at this unexpected turn of events. The room is filled with a profound sense of gratitude and astonishment. The family embraces each other, their emotions running high, as they realize the miraculous recovery has been made possible by Chester's unwavering loyalty. Chester, now calm and content, stays close to Jason, his presence a testament to the bond that helped bring about this incredible change. Over the next 2 months, Jason has made a remarkable recovery. His journey has been marked by gradual yet steady improvement. Physical therapy sessions have become a central part of his routine, helping him regain strength and mobility. The medical team continues to provide crucial support, adjusting treatments and therapies to suit his evolving needs. Jason has celebrated several small but significant milestones. He now moves more independently, taking a few steps with assistance and gradually increasing his mobility. His speech, once limited, has begun to return, allowing him to communicate more effectively. Each progress, though incremental, is a testament to his determination and the unwavering support from his family and medical team. Chester has been a steadfast source of comfort and motivation for Jason throughout his recovery. The dog's presence has been invaluable, offering emotional support during the challenging rehabilitation process. Chester's companionship has provided Jason with a sense of normalcy and encouragement, helping him stay positive and focused on his recovery goals. During therapy sessions and daily routines, Chester is always by Jason's side. The bond between them has deepened, with Chester often lying close by or gently nudging Jason to encourage him. Chester's unwavering loyalty and affection have played a crucial role in boosting Jason's spirits and driving him to push through the difficulties of recovery. The family is overwhelmed with gratitude and joy as they watch Jason's remarkable recovery. Each milestone achieved, from regaining strength to speaking again, is met with celebration and relief. The emotional moments shared with Chester, who played a vital role in saving Jason's life, have deepened their appreciation for the dog's loyalty and bravery. As they reflect on the ordeal, the family recognizes how it has strengthened their bond. The miraculous turn of events has brought them closer together, fostering a renewed sense of hope and unity. Jason's recovery and Chester's unwavering support have transformed their lives, marking the beginning of a hopeful new chapter. In a heartfelt moment, Jason reflects on his recovery and how Chester played a pivotal role in saving his life. He expresses profound gratitude for the dog's intuition and love, which were crucial during his darkest hours. Jason knows that Chester sensed something was wrong long before anyone else did, and it is that connection that ultimately led to his miraculous awakening. This bond highlights the extraordinary relationship between humans and their pets, illustrating just how important it is to cherish and trust these loyal companions who bring so much joy and support into our lives. Now let me ask you, has your dog ever sensed that something was wrong with you before you even realized it? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more heartwarming stories celebrating the love and loyalty between humans and their furry friends.